The leafy suburb of Karen, just 20 kilometers away from the city center. Its tranquil country feel makes for an attractive location for boutique hotels.
Boutique hotels is not entirely new. It's been there, but it mainly targeted the leisure market and mainly towards exotic places like Chulu Hills, Masai Mara, Laikipia, and so on. The reason why we are seeing an increase in the boutique offering here in Nairobi is that because they are very small properties and that are able to fill up very quickly. So when you're looking for a niche market, the top cream market, you find that you have quite a number of people who want to spend a lot of money to have peace and quiet and not necessarily be with everybody else in a huge establishment.
Demand for more quality and personalized service has seen some investors convert their family homes to boutique hotels.
All our children got grown up and went out of the house. So that left me and my wife in a very big house that wasn't making sense to live in. So we decided to convert it into initially a guest house, but after talking to a few experts, we were told that the boutique hotel industry is coming up and it's a better way of using the space.
With accommodation costs varying from $360 to over $2,000 per night, the hotels cater to high net worth individuals and corporate executives with refined tastes.
We have, international tourists who are coming here to really discover Africa. For instance, we get a lot of high spenders from China or Russia who is their first time to discover Africa. They've got large disposable incomes and their tastes are high end, so we cater for that. There's also people who are on a corporate budget, and so they're just here for a meeting. Maybe they just want to have a breakfast and then go out for the rest of the day. So we cater for any of the guest requirements.
You see, with boutique hotels, there is no peak season. It's throughout, because mainly they are not people who are coming on holiday. There are people a few who come on holiday, okay, come here. But the majority of our clients are those who are in town for business, and they want a place that is quiet. So once they have known you, competition is not a big problem. They get to know your place and they like it. And when a place is good, the price is not an issue. They'll pay anything, as long as you give them good service.
And what are some of the unique qualities that characterize these establishments?
The differentiating factor would be primarily the level of service. Obviously the size. You can't call yourself a boutique hotel if you've got 300 bedrooms. But I would really emphasize the point of the service. Personal attention to detail, the friendliness, and all of this is possible only through intensive training, getting the right people, but also keeping the numbers small. So I would really say it's about the size and intimate levels of service, high quality. That's what we're really about.
The country faced a serious security attack in 2013, and key sectors of the economy were affected. The tourism sector was not spared either, but a loyal customer base has ensured business continuity.
Yes, we're one of the industries that has been hit because we rely on confidence of the traveler who's coming to stay with us. So we have felt it, as have all other hotels. However, we've dealt with it. In terms of at a hotel level, we've got very tight security. It means we have to invest in extra measures that perhaps we would not need to, which obviously hits the bottom line. But for the well-being of our guests, it's something that we have to do. In terms of have people shied away and not booked? Our repeat clientele, they get to know the country well. It's not that they're blind to what has happened, but they are in a better position to make decisions, informed decisions. They probably know the different locations in Nairobi and the rest of the country, so they're more likely to still come back.
With the cases of terrorism, you hardly know where or when something might happen. So it's a matter of encouraging the government to beef up the intelligence part of it so that we can be able to anticipate what's happening and stop any acts of terrorism before they happen.
For investors in the high-end accommodation sector, the outlook is promising.
We're all aware that economies across the globe are changing. We're seeing we saw the rise of Asia. We're now seeing in Africa people, a certain segment is getting more of a disposable income. With that disposable income comes the demand. You know, they want to have the finer things in life. They can afford the finer things in life. So that creates the demand. In terms of supply, it's about finding, you know, does the business model work? You need to have the land, you need to, you know, invest in the building, the infrastructure in the building, the staff, and you know, the running costs. So far, I would say that, yeah, it does pay back. It's a good investment, and I would only expect that there would be more of it as economies develop.